Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
Alright, if you look all the way around there, you can see where we spot welded the back on, Luch. Do you see that? We went approximately 2 to 2.5 inches all the way around, and it's been spot welded in. We also went ahead and welded this corner here. I still got to patch this up, or weld it together, butt weld it. And we also welded this just like factory. So now, our floor pan is solid. What we got here is some PL Premium polyurethane construction adhesive. I'm not giving you the name of that product. I'm not giving you the manufacturer's name because my friend Pete is not advertising for the big corporation because they're not paying me, Lucci.
Hey, hold on. Hey, I heard it loud and clear, dude.
Okay, what we got here, okay, this is heavy duty construction adhesive, okay? It works well on metal, wood, plastic, concrete, whatever you want. It will seal it up. Using this type of glue versus seam sealer is going to save you a lot of money because this is cheaper than buying the tube of seam sealer. Do you see what I'm saying? Automotive seam sealer. And this is going to last a lot longer. Only use this on the inside of the vehicle. Do not use this on the outside of the vehicle, okay? But if you're going to be seam sealing and caulking on the inside corner just like I'm going to do, this stuff works great, okay? And what we want to do is, if Lucci can watch, okay, we're going to put a nice good seam seal bead all the way across this, and as we're putting it on, we're also going to be pushing it in. You see what I'm doing here? I'm going to stop it right there because I still got to weld that up. But now you can look at the floor pan and you can see that our floor pan is installed. Am I right?
You are very right, sir. Looks like a good floor pan. Wow. That sucker looks tore up.
The next thing that we need to do to finish this out is we need to get our little floor mat things cut out. We'll weld those on top of the new floor. We need to take our seat track off. We're going to repeat our process and we're going to cut the spot welds out to remove that, and we'll put that in. We'll precisely measure it from the back of the floor right here up to the front before we remove it. That way it'll be precisely in the right position that it needs to be. And we also need to take this out. This is for our seat belt, so we'll cut that out with our plasma cutter. We'll measure it out, stick it right back in. And then once we get both floor pans together, because I'm going to go ahead and do that floor pan next, once that's done, I'm going to show you how to find the proper holes and the right measurement, how to get them where they're supposed to be. You can see the difference, brand new, used. You can see how I did that. You can see that it's professionally done, and that's the way it should be done. Professionally. Could you be able to do that at home by yourself?
No.
Why not?
Because I ain't never done it.
That's the loser way.
Hey,
but
look.
you just saw me do it.
Oh, well now, yeah, maybe I could attempt to do something like
so
that.
So now you can attempt it, but you don't even have a positive attitude. You're negative.
No, I'm not negative, Pete, about nothing.
Could you do it now that you watched the video?
You know I could do it.
Now that you saw me do it, hand on hand, in person, would you be able to do it now? If you had all the proper tools?
Yes.
That's all we wanted to know, Lucci.
Yes, I think I can.
Let's get the other half out so we can get this fucking thing done.
All right.
All right, what we're looking at here, we're looking at the old floor pan. Now this presumably is the right-hand side floor pan. And what we got to do is we got to get them holes precisely measured out on the edge here, because that's the next step we're going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut this out on both floor pans. Do you see what I'm doing here, Luch?
Yeah.
I'm going down that line, bud.
All right.
See there?
All right.
I'm going down that line. I'm going to cut that off. Okay, we don't want that on there, bud. Okay? And the reason we don't want it on there is because we're going to use that as a pattern to measure our holes out. Okay? Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Actually, we're going to take this one and flip it over backwards to that side, upside down. And then we'll take the other one and flip it this side. Okay? And that's going to should give us a precise measurement of where our holes go. Does that make sense to you?
Plenty sense. Template.
There you go. Now we do got one more thing we got to take off, and I'll cut the spot welds off that. This is where our jack goes to jack the car up, and that's actually welded on the bottom of the floor pan. We'll go ahead and take that off too. Okay, basically what I'm trying to tell you is don't throw anything away until you're completely done. Everything is usable when doing this type of work. Everything that you take off, even if it's rotted and rusted, you should never throw it away. Let's get those pieces off. I'm going to use my plasma cutter to do it. I'm going to go ahead and make my measurements on them so I know where we're going with it, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead and lift that up, Lucy. Let's show them what we got. Alright, what I did, I went ahead and cut the track off. Now this is actually the track that goes on the other side. We're going to go ahead and flip it over. Okay? And then we're going to go ahead and line that up where it goes. Okay? You're going to follow the contour of the floor pan. Okay, just like that. Let me make sure. When you look at your floor pan, you're going to see little nipples. Okay, that's going to give you a guideline of where the holes should be drilled. But just to make sure, we're going to go ahead and line them up ourselves by hand. If Lucci can hold that right there, thank you. Now don't move it, bud, because we're looking really, really good here. Okay. And then what I'm going to do to make sure that we mark them right, I'm going to take me some nice Dupli-Color silver paint, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hold my end down here. Please don't try to move that. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, just like that, see? Come on, let's go, Luch. Push down on it. Spray. There you go. How about that other one under your hand? It's not there. Okay, and what that just did is that marked our holes where our holes should be cut. We're done with that, Lucci. This is old school, bud. Throw it in the trash. Okay, basically what I just did, I cut the right-hand side out, I flipped it upside down, and marked my holes on the left side. We're going to repeat the process. We'll cut that floor pan out the same way and do it on the right side. Where's that thing, bud?
What thing?
That thing, that block we just took off. Where'd it go?
Put it right
Let me have it. Okay, I was telling you about the jack stand block, okay? This is it right here. Now what I did, I took my plasma cutter and I went ahead and I cut the spot welds off. You'll have to use a drill. Okay, but you really need to keep that precisely as nice and clean as you can. Now that goes on the back of our floor pan right here on the driver's, this is the passenger side. And there should be an indentation where it goes right there. And if you notice, that's where it goes, right there. We also have another piece that we cut out, and we got to take the spot welds off. Okay, you can see them right here. We'll go ahead and do that with our plasma cutter. And what this plate is, this is for our seat belts. Okay, and we'll measure the other floor pan over here. We'll measure the other floor pan to know where it goes, but that actually goes in this area right in there. So you can see just by what we're doing here, it's pretty complicated and it takes a lot of mind boggling going on to get it right. You need all these pieces off the other floor. They don't sell them. They don't sell these pieces, and you need to take them off, okay? We got to get that track over there on the plasma cutter table. We got to get it taken apart. We can't ruin that track. There you go. Let's get it all cleaned up. Let's get to the welding stage and see where we're at from there.
Thanks for watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.